many of you guys have been wanting me to do tips and tricks for free-for-all or just overall tips and tricks about the whole game. So finally, after so many of you guys asking me, here it is. So there's going to be a few game modes that I'm not going to be discussing about tips and tricks, because for an example like freeze tag, there is no general tips for that. It's just overall practice and skill. Same with sled racing. I mean, it's not really a popular game mode, so I'm not going to be covering that. And then over here for Horror World, I'm not going to be covering survival and graveyard, because graveyard, it's more of an open world, just chatting area. Survival, it's just a run and don't die. Then over here at open worlds, I'm not going to be discussing any of these because they're more of, self-explanatory and just chatting areas. First thing you see when you load in here is you see the featured items. Now these items, they are not limited. These stay forever. They're just the new cosmetics that have been added to the game. Then you'll look to your right, you'll see patch notes. This is the most recent update, and it explains to you what happened in the update, what came here, what went away, stuff like that. Then here, message of the day, just tells you about the most recent update and what's all there. Now here you can see the purchases for the game. It's $5, 1,000 ice cubes, $10 is 5,000 ice cubes, $20 13,000 ice cubes, and $50 is 40,000 ice cubes. You walk over here, there's tap screen shop. As long as you hit that black screen, then everything will pop up. There's the purchases there, and there's all different kinds of cosmetics. So for the Yeti, you can decide to be if you want to be a Yeti, or you can be a penguin. Then over here, there's the voted settings, the time limit, 90 seconds, 180 seconds, 360 seconds. Yetis per round, 1, 2, or 3. Cosmetics, if you click disabled, you can't see other players' cosmetics, and if you have it on, you can. Observer controls, thumbsticks, you use your thumbsticks to move while you're observing. Grip to move, you use your grip buttons. And then you click this button, then you turn into an observer, and you can fly around. You can run over here, spectate the map, and up here is where you would spawn. Now what you want to do is you want to run around and find these little gold objects. What you do is you put your hand in them, then it will follow you. And you want to run back to one of the 4 spawns that are in the corners of the map. Once you run back to here, then it will give you points, and then it will lower the amount of loot that you need to win. The smaller ones are worth less, the bigger ones are worth more. These are the smaller ones, and the ones up top are worth more. As the Yeti, you want to try to eat all of the penguins that are trying to gain score. You do not want the penguins to grab loot and take it back to their spawn. For Ice Cube Wars, it's basically capture the flag. You can either be on the red team or the blue team by clicking one of these buttons. If you click a button, then that whole team will light up green. As there was in the Yeti, there is the settings, health display, ammo display, items display, cosmetics on or off, then observer controls. Now health and display, if you have it on body, it's all in your arms. If you put it on UI, it's all where you can see it. Whenever you spawn in, you can run up to these towers here, and after about 10 seconds, all of the loot or guns will spawn in. And what you want to do is you want to run to the center, and after a certain amount of time, ice cubes will spawn. You'll grab those ice cubes and run back to the base and put them in your base to gain points. Whenever you get 10 points, your team wins, and if you win, you get 5 ice cubes. Over here, you can read how to play. If that did not explain it enough, you can just read all of this, and this will tell you how to play. Penguin Royale, one of the most asked tips and tricks for me to do. So what you do is you can click this button here, and if you click that button whenever every penguin dies or leaves and there's nobody left, then the round will start, and there's a 15-second countdown that will start right here. When it hits 0, you want to jump out of the ship, find a place you want to drop or land, and then loot a bunch of chests until you can go find and kill penguins. There's the same settings, except here is the freeze display, which shows your kills and penguins left. Over here, there's how to play and Royale controls. So whenever you jump out of the ship, if you hold down one of your grip buttons, whether that be the left or right, then your parachute will not enable. If you let go of your grip, then your parachute will be there and you can glide around. Wherever you're looking is where you will glide. If you hold down your trigger, ring your grip button, then you will fall down. Each location has different amounts of chests, but just if you land anywhere and you run around, you'll find some chests. but I suggest landing at an area that looks like it's gonna have loot. For an example, like the hotels or any building. Right here you have 100 health. You can heal with torches to gain 200 health, and that's the maximum health. With grenades, if you hold down the trigger, they will count down. It's not really a countdown, but there's a ticking, and if it gets high pitched enough, then it will explode, and if you don't throw it, it'll damage you. How you can throw them is if you click the trigger, it will drop and you cannot pick it back up, but other people can. If you click B while holding a grenade, it will drop the grenade. Same with any other item, it will drop. Headshots, body shots, and hand shots, arm shots, they all do different amounts of damage. Of course, headshot deals the most, body shot deals less, and then arm, hands, feet, that all deals the least. Now your inventory. These little slots here are your inventory. Wherever you move your joystick is whichever slot gets selected. If, let's say, you want to put an AR in your left slot on your left hand, you move your left joystick to the left and click the grip button, and then it will put it in there. I know there's a lot more I can explain about Penguin Royale, but essentially it's just every battle royale that ever existed.